Got another question for you. I pretty much ask everybody this. So, how do you feel about being a black man in American society today?
Man, it's about to go bad. No, it's not gonna go bad. But uh, see, the world I live in now, man. Yeah. So you tend to see a lot if you work in like corporate America. And me being at the job that I've been at for, and this is not a knock to the job for real. This is not me trying to be safe either, but being in a position that I've been in for so long and working for, I guess, the white man, because it is a white man's company, you know, and going through all the stuff that I've been through, man, seeing everything that I've seen, and then watching people that look just like me go through the same thing, it hurts a little bit, bro. It hurts. I'm talking about you can be at a job breaking your neck, bro, for years, bending over backwards. You the strongest person in there. You doing everything, and you beating out everybody at everything that y'all job requires you to do. But no one ever sees you. It's like you invisible. And you gotta watch somebody that's not the same color as you. You know that they're not as smart as you. You know that they don't work as hard as you or do as good of as a job as you. Keep getting moved up that ladder, and
Mhm.
you keep hearing people talk about, well, racism doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. I'm like, why? Just because they're not saying it to you in your face? I said, dude, they do it to you without saying it to you, and it's not me. See, one thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not a beggar. I'm not going to ever beg anybody to give me anything. I don't want you to just give me something because I'm complaining to you. I just see what you're doing. Just know that I know. I see you. I see you. We need this job though to pay these little bit of bills, but I see you. But that's gonna make me. I'm not gonna bend over backwards for you, but I'm definitely gonna strive to build my own. And on the flip side of things, don't you get mad at me when I do to your people what you did to my people, you know, and that goes for all of us. But as far as being a black man in this society today, come on, man, it's rough, bro. I got I got stories, man, about stuff that I've been through, and because I didn't grow up in a household, put it like this, I didn't grow up in a household where my parents talked to me about racism. Never, ever. They didn't talk to me about the stuff that I was going to run into in this world. It just happened to me, and I was just like, "Oh, what is this?" And then I just happened to see a YouTube video of somebody talking about what racism is, and what it was back then, and all these stories. And I'm like, "Oh, that's what I went through." So it was kind of like I was out here learning this stuff on the fly, and now that I'm aware of what's really going on, dude, it's really tough. It's really tough to live in this world as a black man and wake up every day and pretend like everything is okay. And then on top of that, no, not to the white people that to my white associates, but to see the things that we go through every single day. Every single day. You can go on World Star if you want to see the dirty truth about a lot of stuff that goes on. You can go on YouTube and see all this crazy stuff that goes on in the world, all the stuff that happened to us. And we supposed to wake up and go to work every day and pretend like everything is cool with our white friends. And they don't say anything. Knowing that we out here struggling, bro. We going through it. But the people that we sit up here and have conversations with every single day at work, none of them, it's just like nothing. They don't have nothing to say. Oh no, you didn't see. Oh, you didn't see the cop kneel on my man's neck until he died. None of them. They don't want to talk about none of this stuff. But then let something happen with another race in another country or another race, period, outside of being black. You see all those same people that you talk to at work every day posting stuff. Stop this hate. Stop that Asian hate. Stop this and stop that. And it's like, well, what about when my man got the knee put on his neck? Or what about the one time when my man got chased down and shot because they said that he was robbing a house? They don't want to talk to you about that stuff, but we supposed to pretend every day like everything is okay and still be cool with these same people. I'm not trying to preach hate. I'm not saying that we need to hate them, but I'm like, I still look at you a little sideways because you never have anything to say when something happens to our people. We just kind of get treated like dirt, bro. And it hurts. And that's what I can't pretend with. I can't pretend. Like I tried to have this same conversation with somebody on a podcast, on my podcast that I had brought on as a co-host, and this conversation never made it to the light because it was kind of like an uncomfortable thing. It was an uncomfortable subject for that person, and it's like I'm not trying to push you down that road, but we have been hushed and suppressed enough. It's enough, man. Enough is a damn enough, man. Like it's hard to be a black man out here, bro. To pretend and walk around and just smile like everything is okay. It's not okay, you know. It's just not.
Yeah,
My bad, bro. But man,
no, you good. No, that's right up my alley, man. You said so much stuff, but man, and real talk is like if you a black man and you don't end up dead, you don't end up in jail, you don't end up on child support, you don't end up on drugs, you don't end up losing your mind. You got to be a cold piece of work to wiggle through all them little tricks and traps. As a black man, you know what I'm saying? We go through it. Because when I finished high school, I'm thinking like racism ain't really popping like that. But as soon as I got into the workforce, it just hit me like a comment. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, our parents and grandparents, they push it on us like you gotta get a job, you gotta work here for 30 years, they don't tell you really like, man, you know what I'm saying? They don't give you
yeah,
the real. So like you just unprepared,
yeah,
about how to deal with it.
yeah. But like I'll give you one story from a job that I worked at before.
Mm.
So, and I'm not gonna be long. I'm not. I promise.
No, you good. You take your time with it.
So I get hired, right? And it was me and 5 other people that came in this class with me. I'm the only black person. And this is not to toot my own horn, but when it comes to like dealing with computers and stuff like that and doing like just kind of like 1+1 = 2 work, I can master that real quick and just keep doing a whole lot of it all day real quick. And that's just all I was doing every day, just billing out orders, right? And I literally within 2 months of being in that job, I learned everything that department required from every level, and I knew it all. And it was because my boss had saw when I first came through the door. He saw that I was moving along real fast, so he bumped me up from a level 1 to a level 2. It ain't no special stuff that comes with it until you jump up to like a team leader position or a supervisor, right? Or you jump up to manager or director. So I came through, learned everything. It got to the point where I became a QC person, and everybody kept coming to me when they had questions about anything. Like, hey, go talk to Dustin. He knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions, go to him. So I was good for all of that, right? And I was training all the other new people that was coming in. And I had only been there for like a couple months, but I was training people as they was coming through, right? So a few months go by, 6 months go by. We needed a team leader for our department. I'm like, oh, I know my man about to give me this. He about to get it to me, man. I do all this, wasn't nobody else doing it. So we had a meeting that day, and we going to this meeting, and I'm just like, oh, my man Chris about to hook me up, dude. Chris gonna get me right. He gonna get me right. So we gonna go in that meeting, right? So the whole team is in there. All these people that I trained, everybody that come to me for the QC, everybody that started with me, those other 5 people, and it came time for him to, talk about the promotion. He was like, yeah, so we got a promotion coming up for the team leader position. And I'm just so happy to, to announce and let you all know who this person is. And it's her. It was another white woman. It was not another white woman, but it was a white woman that she didn't say nothing to nobody ever. Nobody ever went to her for QC. Nobody ever asked her a question. She didn't even know how to do her job. She only halfway knew how to do the job. And she came in, she was one of those people that came in with me. So when he said that, I was stuck. I was like, what the? Because I just knew it was me. So I'm like, hold on, bro. I ain't say nothing. I just sat there and I was just like, I was dead on the inside. I died on the inside that day. But knowing I can't flip out, I can't go crazy because I still need that 9 to 5 check. So I stood there. I ain't say nothing for the rest of the meeting. Meeting over. He was looking at me. He was like, come here. I'm like, what's up, man? I'm like, what's going on? He was like, I can tell that you're upset, Dustin. I can tell that you are. And I just wanted to know, just out of respect, I wanted to let you know why I didn't give you the team leader position. I said, why is that? He said, because you're a little bit more on the quiet side. I said, that's it? He was like, yeah, you're just more on the quiet side. I said, we have a productivity number that we have to hit every single day. So within 8 hours, you got to have this many orders done. So I'm like, when do anybody got time to talk? If you talk, you don't hit your productivity. And then if you do hit your productivity and you speed along, your quality is going to be messed up. So I'm like, that was your reason for not giving me the job? I'm like, nah, dude. In my mind, I knew I had already been through the ringer. I'm like, nah, I know what it is. You're white. She's white. That's why you pushed her along. It ain't have nothing to do with me being more on the quiet side. Because I'm like, if I'm more on the quiet side, why do you send people to me for QC? Why do you send people to me for me to train them? You have some type of faith in my abilities, right? To do that. So I can do all of that for you. And in one meeting, he even referred to me as his guinea pig. I was going to be the person that when new stuff came into the apartment, like new responsibilities, he always threw it at me to see if I can do it. And if I can master it, he'll roll it out to the whole team. So he used me for all of that. But when it came time to bump me up and lift me up in that company, he never did. He cut my legs off. So 2 days later, I posted out and I left the whole team. I was good. After being there for it had been about a little bit over a year. I was done. I left because I knew what it was. And it happened to me maybe 2 or 3 more times at that same place. But it's just, I'm not going to share all the stories, but it's just, I have proof that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, right. I'm not making up stuff in my head. Like, no, you just trying to make up stuff about white people. No, I'm not. I just watch how they look out for these people. They look out for their people. They carry them through. It don't even matter. It could be somebody who not even smart, but I'm not going to put you over them. And that's just what I've been dealing with, dude, as a black man. Like, I got multiple stories, but I'm not even going to keep going.
Right. Oh, no, we all do. That's the thing. It ain't like you just, man, like they say, when you black, you got to work 10 times harder, bro.
Yep.
So let me see. So, okay. Now, if people want